The space race, USA's race to the moon. The space race between the United States and the Soviet Union during the Cold War era was a defining chapter in human history, marked by fierce competition, scientific innovation, and geopolitical rivalry. At the heart of this race was the ambition to conquer space and achieve unprecedented feats of exploration. In this video, we delve into the history, significance, and legacy of the USA's race to the moon, a monumental endeavor that captivated the world and forever changed our understanding of space exploration. The roots of the space race can be traced back to the aftermath of World War II, as the United States and the Soviet Union emerged as superpowers locked in a struggle for ideological dominance. The launch of Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite, by the Soviet Union in 1957 marked the beginning of the space age and intensified the rivalry between the two nations. In response to the Soviet achievements in space, the United States initiated the Mercury program in 1958, aimed at launching humans into space and orbiting the Earth. Project Mercury laid the groundwork for manned spaceflight, with the historic flight of astronaut Alan Shepard in 1961, making him the first American to travel into space. Building on the successes of Project Mercury, the United States launched the Gemini program in 1965, with the goal of perfecting space travel techniques and preparing for lunar exploration. The Gemini missions saw astronauts conducting spacewalks, rendezvous and docking maneuvers, and long-duration flights, laying the groundwork for the Apollo program. The crowning achievement of the USA's race to the moon came with the Apollo program, initiated by President John F. Kennedy in 1961. The Apollo missions aimed to land astronauts on the moon and return them safely to Earth. On July 20, 1969, the world watched in awe as Apollo 11 commander Neil Armstrong took humanity's first steps on the lunar surface, uttering the iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." The USA's race to the moon spurred unprecedented technological innovations and advancements in aerospace engineering, computing, and material science. From the development of the Saturn V rocket to the design of the lunar module and the guidance systems that enabled precision navigation, the Apollo program pushed the boundaries of human ingenuity and engineering prowess. The successful completion of the Apollo missions not only fulfilled President Kennedy's vision of landing a man on the moon before the end of the decade, but also inspired generations of scientists, engineers, and explorers to reach for the stars. The USA's race to the moon demonstrated the power of human determination, collaboration, and ingenuity to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges and achieve extraordinary goals. While the Apollo program marked the pinnacle of the USA's race to the moon, it also paved the way for continued exploration of space and the quest to unlock the mysteries of the cosmos. Today, space agencies around the world are building on the legacy of Apollo with plans for manned missions to Mars, the exploration of distant planets and moons, and the search for extraterrestrial life. What was the space race? And why was the USA's race to the moon significant? The space race was a competition between the United States and the Soviet Union to achieve milestones in space exploration. The USA's race to the moon was significant because it symbolized American technological prowess and geopolitical leadership during the Cold War era. How did the space race between the USA and the Soviet Union begin? The space race began with the launch of the Soviet satellite Sputnik 1 in 1957, which spurred the United States to accelerate its efforts in space exploration, leading to the establishment of NASA and the initiation of various space programs. What were the main goals of the Apollo program during the USA's race to the moon? The main goal of the Apollo program was to land American astronauts on the moon and return them safely to Earth. This objective was set by President John F. Kennedy in 1961 and achieved with the successful Apollo 11 mission in 1969. What were some of the technological challenges faced during the USA's race to the moon? The USA's race to the moon presented numerous technological challenges, including the development of powerful rockets like the Saturn V, designing spacecraft capable of lunar orbit and landing, ensuring astronaut safety, and developing advanced guidance and navigation systems. What was the significance of the USA's successful moon landing in 1969? The successful moon landing of Apollo 11 in 1969, with astronaut Neil Armstrong's historic first steps, was a monumental achievement in human history. It demonstrated American technological supremacy, fulfilled President Kennedy's vision, and inspired future generations of space exploration. Like the video and remember to subscribe to our channel.